This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins. Haley is on assignment tonight. Sarasota has a new school superintendent. The vote was 5-0, but that might be a bit misleading.
All in favor? Aye. So, the board is chosen.
And with that, the Sarasota County School Board voted for the only internal superintendent candidate of the final three, Todd Bowden, the current executive director of Career, Technical, and Adult Education. Bowden's been with the district for about 10 years, has a master's degree in business and a PhD in education. But if you noticed a lack of excitement in the chairperson's voice, you're right. Shirley Brown thinks the board chose the wrong person. She preferred this man, Brennan Asplin of St. Johns County.
To be able to have the academic assistant superintendent from the number one district in the state to come to Sarasota would have been wonderful.
And Bridget Ziegler admits she was leaning toward the other candidate, Mark Porter from Monroe County. But by the time the vote got to her, Bowden already had the 3 votes he needed, so Ziegler admits she jumped on board.
It remains to be seen how it would have gone if it was a different order.
You have reached the voicemail box.
We were there as Brown attempted to call the new superintendent, but couldn't get an answer.
I could text him to call me.
And Bowden eventually did call Brown.
Hello, Todd.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, I'm standing here with WWSB, and I want to let you know that the board voted to have you as our new superintendent. Congratulations.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited to get to work.
And he'll be working closely with outgoing Superintendent Lori White.
Look forward to transitioning with Dr. Bowden.
Now, Bowden was chosen after an internal investigation found no wrongdoing, despite some allegations by former female colleagues who claimed harassment. Meantime, the school board also asking for feedback on the school schedule for the next 2 years. A calendar committee has proposed earlier start dates, August 14th in 2017 and August 13th in 2018. And that would mean first semester exams would be before winter break and the school year would end before Memorial Day weekend. If you have any opinions, you can email their calendar comments at sarasotacountyschools.net. A final decision is expected in December. Yesterday's truck crash off the Coon Key Bridge may not be that expensive. The state DOT says the damage is about $1,000 to $1,500. The driver of the truck was not seriously injured. Police cited him for careless driving, and he crashed through the railing of the bridge and landed in Sarasota Bay. The county says about 15 gallons of diesel fuel spilled into the water, but has since all been cleaned up. In the wake of Hurricane Matthew, Governor Scott continues his tour of Florida's East Coast. Today, he visited a Port Canal restaurant that reopened for the first time since the storm, where it caused nearly $500,000 in damage. President Obama has approved federal aid for 4 Florida counties, but the governor says more help is still needed.
These are all places that have been impacted by this storm. Think about it, we all pay our taxes. We know this was a Category 4. We were blessed that it didn't come straight in, but it caused a lot of damage.
FEMA is also touring parts of the state to assess the damage as well. One of the Suncoast's hot spots for fishing has experienced a drop-off in visitors. A park manager at the Sunshine Skyway Fishing Pier says there's been a noticeable decline in fishermen over the last couple of months, and he does have a few theories.
We've had 2 hurricanes recently pass through Florida, so it tends to have a lot more people stay at home and and hope for wait for the weather to pass. We've had a little bit of red tide in the area, and it's kind of subsided back now. We've got some construction going on the bridge.
He expects more fishing now in the coming days since the weather has calmed down a bit. Speaking of the weather, let's get the first forecast now from our chief fisherman, Bob Harrigan.
That's right. Talked to Captain John today. Said the little red tide's still out there. A little bit of problem catching some fish around town, but it will get better as we move on through, of course. And right now, 75 degrees. We have fair skies. The dew point temperature at 65 degrees. And winds are out of the east. It's still out of the east at 7 miles an hour. And that's the reason why we warmed up today. Low 90s. We had high temperatures today in the low 90s up and down the coast. Now, an area of high pressure continues to stay right across the Mid-Atlantic coast states. This frontal boundary is approaching. We'll push it a little bit further off to the east. east. We're going to continue to see that easterly component, though, and that will warm us up again tomorrow. We're expecting highs to go above average, upper 80s to low 90s. We had a few showers down to our south earlier. Those have since moved on, and we're not anticipating any rainfall overnight. Look at all the dry air in place across the entire Gulf of Mexico and throughout most of Florida tonight. This is the mid to upper level flow, and we have a tropical system developing to the east of the Bahamas. We'll talk more about this system and where it may be heading coming up in just a few minutes, right?
Thank you, Bob. Today marks 1 year since this little girl, Janiyah Thomas, was found in a locked freezer in Bradenton. The death of the 11-year-old raises questions about the system in place to protect children. Since the year 2000, DCF has opened 11 reports on Janiyah's mother and her 5 children. The mother, Keshana Thomas, is now charged with murder. Her trial was moved from next month to next summer. The question is, though, what has changed to make sure kids are safe?
It is my understanding that critical safeguards have been put into place by both DCF and the Sheriff's Office so that children, vulnerable children, will be protected.
As for what those safeguards are, the DCF Secretary Mike Carroll issued a statement today. He says, in part, that in response to Janiyah's death, the agency has enhanced training at all levels and renewed its focus on communication with its partners, including the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. And the Sheriff's Office is not slowing down with its narcotics crackdowns. Today, the agency announced over the past few months, undercover detectives made 79 arrests on 264 charges. A major part of the problem continues to be heroin. The Sheriff's Office has responded to nearly 900 suspected overdoses this year. 60 of them have been fatal. And first responders report more cases of fentanyl and carfentanil being mixed with heroin, which makes the drug much, much more dangerous. More mosquitoes in South Florida have tested positive for the Zika virus. They were discovered in Miami Beach. A large portion of that area remains an active transmission zone. The number of people infected in Florida is just over 1,000. Most cases remain travel-related. With no black bear hunting season in Florida this year, more than a dozen counties and cities are asking the state for money to help reduce interactions between humans and bears. The FWC says it's reviewing nearly $2 million in proposals for bear-proofing measures. A total of $825,000 is available to give out to cities and counties. The commission is expected to announce by mid-December which counties will receive the money. The closest to this area is Collier County in southwest Florida. Back here on the Sun Coast, the main gateway to the city of Venice could get a makeover. Local developer Mike Miller wants to build a condominium next to the Fisherman's Wharf. Now, the development is in the very early stages. Paperwork hasn't been submitted yet to the city, but the plan would likely call for 32 condo units. The city's vice mayor likes the idea of changing up the area because right now the first thing you see when you cross the bridge is an empty parking lot.
Generally speaking, I would say I'm in favor of it. The City Council and the Planning Commission, as they're redoing the comprehensive plan, have generally supported upgrading of gateways into the city.
The economic downtown a few years ago spoiled plans for a condo building submitted by the property's former owners. Straight ahead, the official Suncoast forecast from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Plus, Facebook turns up the heat, drawing users into political endorsements. And Sarasota makes it official, a temporary ban on medical marijuana dispensaries if voters even approve the amendment next month.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Crowd. It's Tuesday, October 18th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $20 million. To win that jackpot, you must bet these 5 white balls plus that gold Mega Ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 24. That's followed by 7. Up next, we have 74. That's followed by 28. And your final white ball for this Tuesday evening is 65. Now for the Mega Ball. Tonight's Mega Ball numbers 1. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 24, 7, 74, 28, 65, and the gold Mega Ball is 1. Of no matches, all 6 numbers. Friday's jackpot can be $25 million. Good luck and play on, America.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Into mid-October and 91 degrees today.
Yeah, typically cold fronts come down mid-October, and we're getting one. It's just delayed by about a few days. It'll be through on Saturday. It will cool things down. The good thing is, though, and you kind of noticed it today, it wasn't too bad out there. 91, not like the summer August 91. This was a nice lower humidity out there. As far as the tower cam goes, another nice sunset time lapse. Looking out over Sarasota Bay toward Longboat Key, you can see the sun with a few clouds around, creating some nice effects there with some of the clouds. And a beautiful evening, really. The temperature is still pretty warm, but again, with that lower dew point temperature, it makes it feel all that much more comfortable out there. And this is the way it started today. A pretty nice photo here sent in again by Fever, and this is the bayfront. Beautiful, calm conditions out there in the water. And then at Lido, Andrea sending this one in, again, just as the sun was going below the horizon there. Appreciate those shots at pics at mysuncoast.com. Few showers down to our south. Not much else going on, really. The rain pretty limited today due to some dry air in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, and we're anticipating similar conditions again tomorrow. High temperatures will get close to record-breaking, but the temperatures will be warm. It won't be as bad, though, again, as we saw today with that lower dew point temperature around, making it feel a little bit nice out there. And the northeast to east winds continuing tonight, generally 5 to 10 if you're inland, and along the coastline, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour. And that's the same down into South Sarasota County as well, and into Charlotte County. Placida now 11-mile-an-hour wind out of the east-northeast, and a lesser amounts as you push further off toward the east. Right now it's 75. We have clear skies and the dew point temperature 65 degrees. East winds are at 7. The pressure actually coming up now at 30.02 inches. And as far as the high high goes, I mentioned it earlier, 91, close to a record, 2 degrees shy of the record high of 93 set back in 1989. 71 was the morning low. These two numbers are similar to what you'd see in the summer months, but it didn't feel like that, as I mentioned earlier. 44, the record set in 1977, 44 degrees. Not going to get this cold, that cold this weekend, but we will be noticeably cooler, both on Sunday morning and Monday morning is when the chillier air starts to move in. No rainfall to report today for the month now, just over 2.5 inches of rain at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. Statewide temperatures now into the 60s and 70s and 80s, 69 in Tallahassee and Jacksonville. It's still 80 in Miami, 81 in Key West, and 73 in Orlando. Upper 60s to mid 60s in Lake Placid and Sebring, and then Northport at 72, Bradenton 76, Inglewood at 75. Well, in the tropics, we still have a month and a couple of weeks before we're officially over, and Otto is the next named storm up on the list, and it looks like it may happen. We're got a tropical system developing, and the National Hurricane Center is suggesting that this area right here could eventually turn into a tropical storm or a subtropical storm at best over the next couple of days now. The chances have really been increasing. They are up to 60% for the next 2 days and up to 80% for the next 5 days. Still a lot of shear going on here. It's not going to be a classic looking tropical system at first and eventually could transition into that. There's the forecast path and track, though. The reason why that cold front I mentioned that's going to come through here is going to keep this and bump it off the United States coast over time. You can see that quite clearly in the RPM forecast model. There it is spinning around as it heads off to the north and east. And here comes the front, which will kind of push it off into the Atlantic and keep it away from the U.S. Temporarily, though, tomorrow, we'll see this east and northeasterly wind flow, which will have a tendency to warm things up. Temperatures, Detroit 62, Green Bay 52, Chicago at 62, and Denver now at 47, Wichita 61 degrees, and Omaha at 53, Dallas at 81 degrees at this hour. Pretty warm there. For boaters, seas running right around 2 feet, a light chop in the bays and inland waters. Tide upcoming as a high tide. Low tide will be at 10:26 and a sunrise at 7:33. The forecast, isolated showers offshore mainly, otherwise mostly fair. And then for tomorrow, a few sprinkles possible. The rain chance less than 20% tomorrow, but otherwise nice day again, albeit a little bit warm. The extended forecast, finally, what you've been waiting for, cooler temperatures on Saturday and Sunday with highs only in the low 80s. Back to you, Ray.
All right, thank you, Bob. We are now 3 weeks from Election Day and less than 24 hours from the third and final presidential debate tomorrow night. Karen Travers says more from the campaign trail today.
Hillary Clinton touched down in Las Vegas for Wednesday's third and final presidential debate. Her opponent campaigning in Colorado.
Now she's home sleeping and I'm working.
Donald Trump still insisting there will be widespread voter fraud.
They're lying, they're cheating, they're stealing.
A fired-up President Obama reacting to the vote fraud allegations, saying they're not based on facts.
I'd advise Mr. Trump to stop whining and go try to make his case to get votes.
But the issue of at least 9 women accusing Donald Trump of sexual misconduct is complicating his hunt for votes. And one of those women is getting new support. People magazine reporter Natasha Stroikoff standing next to Trump in 2005 at his Florida resort Mar-a-Lago. She was there to profile the Trumps, but says when Melania was out of the room, quote, Trump shut the door behind us. Within seconds, he was pushing me against the wall and forcing his tongue down my throat. Trump denies it. But today, People magazine published testimonials from 5 of Stroikoff's friends and colleagues who say she confided in them shortly after the alleged assault.
She was very shaken up. She was scared of retaliation.
Expected to come up at the debate, the sexual misconduct issue for Trump, as well as the slow drip of hacked WikiLeaks emails from the Clinton campaign, which have not been independently verified by ABC News.
And once that final debate is in the books, Hillary Clinton is ramping up her campaigning. She's scheduled to be in a battleground state every day for the next week. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Well, the man behind that WikiLeaks is having trouble logging on tonight. Julian Assange is holed up in Ecuador's London embassy, where they are restricting his internet access. He's been at the embassy since Swedish prosecutors issued an arrest warrant for sexual assault allegations. Ecuador says that while it stands by its decision to grant him asylum, it does not want to interfere in foreign elections. WikiLeaks has recently published hacked emails from Hillary Clinton's campaign chairperson. And as if this election cycle wasn't heated enough on social media, Facebook now added a feature that allows you to post an endorsement on a political candidate's page. You know, a recent poll shows about a third of internet users have been harassed for expressing their political opinions online. Back in this area, Sarasota City Commissioners have voted a second and final time to impose a 9-month moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries. The decision comes ahead of the possible passage of Amendment 2 on next month's ballot. The city wants to use that time to figure out how to regulate dispensaries. Now, Longboat Key, meantime, will vote next month after the election on a 12-month moratorium. The state of Michigan and local school officials are being sued over the Flint water crisis now. The ACLU of Michigan says that more needs to be done to help students whose academic performance and behavior have worsened since the drinking water has gone downhill there.
We have found that children with documented medical issues that are impacting their performance are not being given the accommodations that the law requires they be given.
The ACLU says the lead-tainted water has affected up to 30,000 students in Flint. The problem began after state officials switched the city's water supply in a cost-cutting effort. The defendants have yet to comment on this lawsuit. It's a theft caught on camera that might make you rethink how you pump gas. Look at this. The Broward County Sheriff's Office released this surveillance video showing a man snatching a woman's purse while she was filling up. They pull up in a Camry across from the victim's car, and here we go. They wait for her to walk over to the pump, and then you're about to see one man crouching between the cars. He opens the door to the victim's car, takes her handbag, and both men were able to get away. Police now offering a reward to find the purse snatchers. Hope they can find them soon. Even when the Bucks win, they still lose. We'll explain next in sports.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Thank you, my fellow Americans. As your candidate for president, I will make bling affordable with Spectralite diamonds.
Spectralite diamonds are manufactured in laboratory conditions to equal the finest natural diamonds.
This political message was brought to you by Created Gems and the Bling Party.
Big bling for little change for you.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident. And it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, We provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Now, sports.
You know, a bye week in the NFL is usually the time for teams to rest up and get healthy, but the Bucs just lost a key piece of the offense today. The team placed Vincent Jackson on the injured reserve list, meaning he'll miss several weeks, if not the rest of the season. The wide receiver suffered an ACL injury, and the Bucs went over the Panthers last Monday night. The 33-year-old had a slow start this season anyway. He'd only had 15 receptions in the first 5 games. Don't forget, though, he ranks 3rd in franchise history in receiving yards. The Lightning look to start the season with a 3-game winning streak. Tonight, they hosted the cross-state rival Florida Panthers at Amalie Arena. And for 3 straight games, they had to come back from behind. With just seconds left in the game, Steven Stamkos finds the back of the net to tie things up. Let's go to overtime. Neither team scored in the OT period, so now we go to a shootout. Lightning up, and this blunder by the Panthers should have ended the game, but the refs reviewed this play and ruled that it was a goal. He wasn't going backwards. Despite that one losing the puck right there, but just as they often do, the Lightning prevail. The rookie Braden Point, real name, beats the goalie and scores the game winner. The Bolts win the shootout and the game. Final score 4-3. Well, nobody's advancing quite yet to the World Series. The Blue Jays made sure of that today by beating the Cleveland Indians 5-1 and forcing a Game 5. The Tribe still leads the series 3-1. They'll play again tomorrow at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. In the National League, the Dodgers just 1 out away from stunning the Chicago Cubs to take a 2-1 series lead. LA has a 6-0 lead over the Cubbies right now in the 9th inning. Up next, we'll look at the forecast one more time. Stay with us.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Come experience the precision, performance, and power of the Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort, gizmos, and gadgets you'd find in a luxury vehicle. And right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Siccome un angelo in terra per
Sarasota Opera presents Donizetti's Don Pasquale. 6 performances from October 28th through November 13th. Reserve your tickets at sarasotaopera.org.
Look at this, a pregnant manatee turned up in the waters off Cape Cod. Experts say it's very rare to spot them that far north. It was found near Washburn Island, so it's now nicknamed, you guessed it, Washburn. The Coast Guard flew Washburn from New England to SeaWorld in Orlando, where she'll be cared for until she can be released back into the wild. Chilly weather up there. I mean, the water is 67 degrees at this point.
A little bit colder than here, yeah, absolutely. And they start to slow down when it gets that cold. And
That's
obviously,
right.
yeah, that's why they brought them back. But brought her back. We're looking at the water temperatures here right now, 79, so it's gone below that threshold of hurricane development, but we'll keep an eye on it for you.
Yes, you will. Okay, thank you. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.